to NXT and TNA review recap. Throwing our 2 cents into the hat, telling you what we thought. Doing our usual bullshit. I am Tofari.
I'm CK.
I'm Knight Rider.
And let's just jump straight into it. NXT start. What the fuck? Oh, that's your Discord. Okay. I forget. You have 15 billion notifications that you never read.
I do read them. When they come up on my little thing, I look at them and go, oh, okay, yeah.
And then you never pay attention to them after that. Anyway.
You know what?
NXT starts off with Trick Williams versus Wesley from the High Rise. And I'll go what? I will give him credit. Until it wasn't, this was a great match.
Mm-hmm.
Again, 100%.
But, of course, because, you know, Hendry's not really a high flyer. He's more of a ground and pound, a showboater. Wesley's a high flyer, you know, jumping, leaping all over the place, hitting you with spin kicks and moonsaults and shit. But, of course, it's Wesley. He's partied with Trick Williams right now, so it never ends fairly. About, like, 2/3 of the way through the match. No, more like 3/4 of the way through the match. The High Rise start getting involved. They start, you know, doing their bullshit from outside, sweeping Hendry's legs, hitting him. But then Mike Santana comes down to ringside, and he lays their asses out.
Lays them out.
Because he is the realest, how does he say it? The E-list and realist to ever do it, or something along
like
those
that,
lines.
yeah.
Anyway, he comes out, he lays them out.
But, you do have to remember one thing, because this is important, like, right as you're getting ready to. Trick Williams is out at ringside anyway.
Yeah, he's on the commentary, yeah.
So he's on commentary to watch the match.
Yeah.
Big quotations there. Watch. AKA, get involved and beat the shit out of Hendry whenever I get a chance.
Or right after, yeah.
Yeah, whenever I get a chance.
But it doesn't matter because Hendry still picks up the win with the
standing ovation.
Yeah, standing ovation.
And they just have kind of all three of them have like a staring contest.
Yeah, that's right.
They just kind of all stand there and stare at each other. Which we later find out that it's gonna, and I called it.
He even said it. He said triple threat match.
I called it. I was like, oh, here we go, triple threat.
And you know what? I'm okay with this.
And the reason I think I'm okay with this is the fact that, one, we haven't seen it.
Yes.
And that's become the big thing for WWE right now.
Well, you have to figure.
Especially main roster.
Well, you have to figure everything. This is NXT and TNA.
So. That's what I'm saying. The main roster is kind of like, oh, Cody Rhodes and John Cena. Oh, Jey Uso versus Gunther. Oh,
Rhea versus Io. Oh, yeah. Anyway.
It's rinse, repeat, but yeah, I like this. And here's another reason I really like it. Before we get too much further, and because they already go again at it at TNA, so we can discuss it even more so then. But yeah, that's irrelevant. But this does give them, hopefully, a chance
to bring the TNA title back to TNA,
and we can get rid of this.
They're not going. They're not going to.
No, because you've got what?
Wesley, High Rise, AJ Francis, Casey Navarro,
and yeah.
Then again, you also have to what's his fuck? The King.
Yes.
But on the other hand, what you have to take into account, because this is a triple threat match, so there are no disqualifications. So every single one of them could show up, but a lot of TNA superstars, or even NXT superstars for that matter, could show up as well to help to help Hendry, Santana. And, you know, I don't think they're going to go for it. But remember how you were saying when Santana was fighting Ali, how the members of his like Alcoholics Anonymous group should have come in. I don't think they're going to. But they could show up. They could show up with steel chairs and baseball bats and start beating the hell out of some folks.
Exactly.
I'm not going to, but
I don't see that happening. But 100% right.
But so I'm hoping. My choice would be Santana, but either one of them.
I think it's going to be Santana, and the reason I think it's going to be Santana is because I think, and whether you love this or whether you hate this, from everything I've kind of read, we've kind of talked about a little bit, Hendry's winding down on TNA.
Yeah.
And there's already talk they're going to move him to the main roster instantly. He's already been in NXT.
Yeah.
He did do a little bit in NXT, and they kind of got rid of him, and then put him in TNA. He went to TNA, and now he's like, kind of like what happened with Stephanie.
Yeah.
We're gonna pass, and then she came back, and they went, wait, hold on, who are you again?
Yeah. Well, let's get you up to the main roster.
Yeah. So I think that's kind of Hendry's mate, and it kind of goes back to even like what Cross said, and kind of like we can go ahead and talk about this now. Kind of like what the guy told you yesterday with doing this.
Mm-hmm.
You already have some kind of a platform. Cross has always said that. Mm-hmm. It's a platform.
Yeah.
You have to be able to
promote yourself.
Yeah. And I think Hendry has done a great job of putting himself up there.
Oh, absolutely.
So I think putting him on the main roster instantly, because he's already kind of been in NXT
and he was also at Wrestle Bloody Mania,
yeah.
So I mean, everyone knows who he is.
Yes, Hendry is a big star. So I as much as I don't like the idea, I kind of like the idea. I'm kind of, both sides of it. Like if they went ahead and went, okay, we're going to put you back in TNA for a couple months, or not TNA, but NXT for a couple months, just so you can kind of get back used to our system. Are you fine with that? They're like, well, buddy, hey, we're going to jump you straight into Monday Night Raw, whatever. I'd be fine with that too.
But after that, we go. Tatum Paxley is backstage talking to Sol Ruca and Zarya. And he's like, I don't know why you pulled me away from Izzy Dane's corner last week. And Sol says that we're just trying to prevent you from doing something you'll regret, which is what good friends do. You need to realize that Izzy Dame is not your friend. And then Izzy Dame, of course, shows up immediately. She knows that Tatum didn't mean to cost her the number 1 contenders match last week. Her intentions were pure. Izzy may have lost the match, but she felt like she's won Tatum's friendship. She hopes that Tatum feels the way, and Zarya's like, screw this, I've had enough. Tatum, if you want to believe Izzy's crap, go right ahead. Izzy then says, Tatum, me and you would make a great tag team. And then Tatum looks to Sol Ruca, and she's like, I think she's right. She walks away, and I love it. Sol just goes...
Yeah. And here's the thing, and I don't care to kind of... There was a bump later, but here's the point I'm trying to make. This is not going to end well.
Who could have guessed that one?
This is not going to end well for Tatum.
It's going to go terribly.
I don't know how long they're going to take to ride this story out, but it's not going to end well.
What is it? It's going to end badly, but I don't think it's going to end badly for the reasons we think. Because like I've said, as much as you might not like them, the Colleen, Izzy Dame, whatever, their heels, their whatever, they stick to their guns.
But here's what I don't like about them. You're right, 100%. But here's what I don't like. Right now, I feel like she is taking him, and they brought it up, and they kind of, how did he put it? Trying to help a person that is lost,
down on their luck. And I think they are. The only problem I see,
and I think it's more taking advantage of somebody like that.
Yes, but here's my opinion on it. If Tatum were to commit 100,000,000% to the calling, it wraps. Like, she is there 100%, no problems whatsoever. However, it is because Sol Ruka, Zarya are actively trying to pull her out. She's going to be conflicted. Izzy's going to see her as, like the other guy that was there, whose name I can't remember for the life of me. The one she hit in the back of a steel chair.
I can't remember the name.
She's going to say Tatum's not loyal. She's not 100% invested in the calling, and therefore she needs to be called. So.
But, yeah, oh my God, I hated it, but I see the vision that they're going towards, but it doesn't mean I hate it any more or less.
This made perfect sense to me. I don't know what you're...
It does, and that's what I'm getting at. I'm curious to see the path they're going to take with this. Because right now, we'll discuss it in a minute.
Luca Crucifino comes out to the ring. He says, Tony D'Angelo has been questioning my loyalty since Stand and Deliver. And after last week, I want to put that to bed. I want to put this to rest. Tony, please come out here.
And then Tony comes out and he's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Everybody look at this. My consigliere is calling me out here. How have the tables turned, Luca?
Tony, you seem to think that everyone is against you.
Oh no, you're right. You're not out to get me. At least that's what the last month has said. You see, last week, you screwed me in my Heritage Cup and served it up on a silver platter to Stacks.
And then you punched me in the face.
Listen, as I recall correctly, you were the one who hit me in the face first.
Tony, I gave you the respect. I listened to you. Now you're going to listen to me. You want to talk about loyalty? Fine. Let's talk about loyalty. Loyalty is me leaving college with 1 year of eligibility at Duquesne University for our family because you asked me to. Loyalty is me turning down job offers from top-tier law firms in the country without hesitation for a job I've wanted since I was a child. I've turned down and given up everything that I've done until this point for a chance, Tony, for a chance to be in the WWE. And you know, without a doubt that I have never done a damn thing to doubt you, Tony. Never. And you know what that is? That's loyalty.
And then Stat comes out. And he's like, Luca. Or go ahead, because Tony does.
He says, Luca, I gotta say, I wouldn't be standing here, your Heritage Cup champion, if it wasn't for you. So thank you, man.
And then Tony's like, Luca, listen to me. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This stuff, right here.
And then Luca says, Stacks, shut the hell up. You're not part of the family. This is between me and Tony.
Yeah, Stacks. This is between me and my consigliere.
And then Luca turns around and he clocks the Don right upside the jaw, putting him on his ass. And you were like, and you the whole time, you were like, so, I told you so. I told you. Then Stacks gets in the ring. And he puts his hand up all over Luca. Luca turns around and wallops him in the fucking face, too. He gets out of the ring with the mic still, and he says, my loyalty lies with Luca Crucifino.
Well, so yeah, we were both wrong, but that's irrelevant.
No, I think he was 100% trying to help Tony, and Tony's just been doubting him. So he's like, fuck it, I'm going on my own.
I agree. Maybe. I mean, the point I'm getting at is I'm curious to see where this path goes.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, I agree.
Because even now that it is, you've now got the three of them, all former friends, former family, whatever.
So now I am interested to see if Rizzo is in fact with Stacks, or if she's going to come back and she's either going to be the one to bring them back together, or how that's all going to work out. If she's even going to come back at all.
I'm going to say this. This is my opinion, 100%. I believe Rizzo is working for Stacks.
Yeah.
That has been my opinion since the beginning.
Ever since Ava talked about his consigliere, or how the fuck to say it, yeah. But then Kelly Kincaid has a backstage interview with Oba Femi, and she asked him if he has a presence between facing Jasper Troy or Yoshiki Inamura at NXT Great American Bash. Oba can understand why the WWE Universe has warmed up to Yoshiki Inamura, but he wanted to see if he has the grit and tenacity to beat Jasper Troy, because Jasper is very hungry. Oba's not looking for an easy challenge at the Great American Bash. Then Yoshiki Inamura comes up. He tells Oba that he'll show him grit and tenacity. He's hungry for the biggest test of his career. And Oba tells Josh Briggs to make sure his boy is ready, because amidst the chaos in NXT, there's only one constant, and that is Oba Femi. Oba is not the hunted, he's the hunter. He'll be seeing the winner very soon. And then Inamura says he won't have to wait very long. He'll see him at the Great American Bash. So, and obviously we go straight into not straight into the next match.
Good enough. Because you got the two guys that were on the last week, the Florida Gators, who were with Miles Bourne, blah, 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 in the crowd.
Yeah. Or no, I meant, I was talking about their match, but that's actually is that the main event? Yeah, I thought so. But then we get on to Miles Bourne versus Lexis King, and I don't know what this
King
was.
Is a joke.
I don't know what this was.
I mean, okay.
He's not a bad wrestler.
That's what I was getting. He's got the upbringing. He's got the pedigree,
yeah,
I guess, to be great.
But the character's a joke. The character is terrible.
And it's not even I want to see him get punched in the face. I just want to see him get punched in the face because he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with...
he's not even like annoying or infuriating or like I hate him. It's just like, God, you're an idiot. Just stop talking.
And cover up the pencil.
Yeah, the Etch-a-Sketch beard.
That's right, because Corey, I think.
Yeah, he said, he puts on his beard in the morning with an Etch-a-Sketch or something like that. It was great.
It was one of those where it was like, did he just yell? Oh, I thought, okay.
Yeah. But Jasper Troy wins with What
match are you on?
The main event. Miles Bourne wins with the zigzag. Shut up. It's been a long day, okay? I didn't get a break today.
You didn't get a break today?
I don't ever get breaks, really, anymore.
Well, then what's it matter? Oh, you get a break today.
Because it's time. Shut up.
If you don't usually get one, then it shouldn't matter.
I'm going to throw something at you. Anyway, moving on. We get a Dark State vignette, and it's basically them saying, ever since we arrived on TNA, nobody knows what to expect. Y'all are wondering when we're going to show up next, where we're going to go, who we're going to hit. And let's just say, none of y'all know where we're going to go.
But we do. And that kind of cuts. Mm-hmm. And I didn't say nothing. I'm like, nah, it's not it. And I even said that. And whether you believe me or not, they're wrong. But it was that thought back here that you thought was just too dumb to bring it back up to here and go and spill it.
And then it happens.
And then it happens, and you're like, crap, I should have said that so everyone believed me. You know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
You've been there. And I was like, crap, I knew that was going to happen. And I didn't say nothing because I was like, nah. If I say that, they're just going to look at me like I'm fucking retarded. And then I'm going to have to explain myself instead of going, told you, which I love to do. But.
Really?
Yeah.
I never could have guessed. Anyway, moving on to we go on to the next match: Thea Hale versus Laney.
You
Reed.
know what? Again, I'm gonna say this, and I say this a lot. The women's matches, especially on NXT,
are phenomenal.
Are a bar.
Oh, absolutely.
The men are great. Don't get me wrong; they're still better than anything we're getting on the main roster. But if there's a bar at NXT,
it's
the women are standing at that bar.
Oh, absolutely.
And the guys are, granted, they're reaching. Unlike in the main roster, they're just kind of like, we'll just go under it.
Yeah,
exactly.
They're like, fuck it, we're just gonna jaunt on under. Yeah.
So it's bad that that's how we feel.
Yeah, it really is.
But this is a really good match. Like I love Thea Hale, and I don't know why. I just think she's come such a long way.
Yeah, she's feisty. I like that.
Feisty is that she don't give a shit.
No, she's feisty. I like that's my favorite kind of character in anything. The one that you would think has no right being there. You know, they're small. They're not the fastest. They're not the strongest. They're not whatever.
And I know Knight Rider watched a little bit of NXT back in the day.
Yep.
Thea was not as big as she is.
Oh, yeah.
She was not.
Thea has put on some muscle. And granted, she's not a Jordan Grace or Lash Legend muscle or, Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair.
Yeah.
She's not there. But she is the perfect muscle for where she is, who she is.
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is, she might not be the biggest, the baddest, the strongest, the fastest, the whatever. She's not the EST, but
thank you, Bianca.
She's the feistiest son of a bitch you'll ever meet in that ring. You can hit her, smack her, slam her.
You could be the biggest dog in the yard, but that little chihuahua is gonna put up a hell of a fight.
Exactly. You're gonna even if she doesn't win, you're gonna know you was in a fight, and you're gonna be like
another good one for that is Ivy Niles.
Yeah, the pit bull.
Yeah,
and like I said, you might win the fight, but you're never gonna want to be in that fight again.
It's one of those moments, like with Thea Hale and Ivy Niles. It's that moment you're like, the match is done. You might have won, you might have lost, but you're going, damn.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that again.
No. It's not one of those fights that you win. It's one that you survive kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not whether we're going to lose, it's whether you get to walk away.
Exactly. But speaking of, I believe Laney Reed does survive this one.
Yeah, but you know what? Like you said, Hale put on a show.
Oh, absolutely.
Granted, I'm not a fan, but I'm not a fan of Laney.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really kind of
just
enjoy watching her.
Yeah,
per se. Because she is not new, but she's fairly new enough that I'm still kind of
getting to know her.
Yeah. Watching and seeing what she's capable of. So this.
Then we go backstage.
I absolutely hate this guy.
To the No Quarter Catch crew. Ren is talking to Tavion Heights, saying how happy she is that he's still part of the No Quarter Catch crew. Charlie says that Tavion's loss to Javon last week just proves exactly why he needs more time in the No Quarter Catch crew. Tavion's like, I'm not going to make any excuses. I lost to Javon Evans. But I want the same deal you gave Miles Warren. I want a one-on-one match against you. And when I win, I get to leave. Charlie's like,
you're not ready.
Yeah, it's like, you don't want that. Tavion's like, I am ready. And Charlie's like, you know what? Fine. You can have the match. But when I beat you, this conversation is done.
And you know what? As much as I liked the No Quarter Catch crew, like kind of when it was first going, but Charlie Dempsey, and here's the thing. I've talked about this a little bit. Charlie Dempsey, another one of those has the pedigree. He has the backing. He is probably comes from one of the greatest wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
Is in Steven Regal. Okay, that's his dad. And the thing is, and this might be bad, but it's also kind of prove a point. Charlie Dempsey is working that heel card.
Oh, absolutely.
And that was the thing. Regal, he did a couple face runs, but they were nothing compared to Regal's heel runs.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing. It's like Orton. Like, he's good, but when Randy Orton is a heel, like, yes! Type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because Orton, when he's unhinged, when those voices are talking, as he says, he's better.
Oh, yeah.
And I know it's the same guy, but it's like, here's the thing. Go back to, what was it, the last pay-per-view we just had? Money in the Bank?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When he hesitated.
Or no, not Money in the Bank, not a Champions.
Not a Champions. When he hesitated.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he was sitting there and he's like...
And I called him a fucking idiot for it, yeah.
But those voices were talking. He was trying to fight him. When he finally just, like, listened to the voices, he's on a whole nother level.
Oh, yeah.
And they're all trying to play catch-up. And what I'm saying is, Regal is the same way. Yeah,
hey, Alexa, turn off speaker.
Oh, yeah, it's going to get bad later.
Alexa, turn off speaker.
Okay.
Sorry about that. They probably heard static that whole time, but oh well.
If Charlie can hit that level that his dad did, he's going to be a great heel.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's already doing great. I think
I understand that, but you understand what I'm saying. Like,
absolutely.
Because, like I said, Charlie is doing great.
Oh, yeah.
He's a great heel. Because you're a prime example. Yes, I do not want to see him get punched in the face. I want to see his face get shattered into 1,000 fucking pieces.
Mm-hmm. Preferably by Tavion Heights. Well, that's not going to happen.
But I don't think he's going to beat him that bad, but I think he's going... Here's what I think, and I'm going to go ahead and call this before next week. It's kind of maybe one of those thoughts way back here. Maybe it's a hope. Maybe it's a whatever. But you never know what I see. I see Ren costing Charlie the match.
I don't know. She seemed very happy that Tavion's still there.
Yeah, but I also think...
And then if Tavion does leave, then it's just her, and she can't have a match against fucking Charlie Dempsey.
But she really hasn't... I mean, she's wrestled a couple, but she's not near, like,
the
other two of them. Or Charlie barely wrestled anybody but the No Quarter Catch crew.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
But I can see it, but I don't think that's going to happen. What I see happening is he loses the match. He has to go back. He has to fall under Charlie for a few weeks, months, whatever. But over that time, you can just see the cracks. The I don't know. I'm just.
Everybody's entitled to be wrong. No,
mm-hmm.
I'm screwed with you. You could be 100% right. I'm not.
Who knows? I'm
not saying you're wrong. I'm just screwing with you. But we go back and we get the Jasper Troy promo,
and this was great, but it was terrible at the same time. And you'll understand when I read it. He says the NXT locker room lives in fear of Obafemi. He's dominant. He's invincible. He's a titan. But did he look that way when he was in the ring with me? Yes, I'd say so, considering you attacked him beforehand and almost broke his ribs on a car windshield, and he still beat your ass. That's just me, though.
Fair enough.
And now I'm only one match away from the rematch that I want. I know Oba. He's rooting for Inamura because he knows it's waiting at the Great American Bash if I get my hands raised tonight. Inamura, I'm going through you. And Oba Femi, you may be backed by destiny, but your destiny is mine. I call bullshit too.
Mm-hmm.
This
but you know,
during this, we find out later kind of what.
You know what? I'm going to say this though. I do want a rematch. I want a rematch between
Here's
them.
the thing, though. I don't think we're going to get one.
I don't think so either.
And here's why I don't think we're going to get one.
Because Oba's going to the main roster.
I think Oba's losing. I've been saying this for a while.
Oh, to Inamura?
Yeah. We haven't got that far yet. I think Oba's losing.
Yeah.
Because I think when they do the draft, which should be happening after SummerSlam, if I remember right.
I think so.
They're talking after SummerSlam. They've got to figure out, which I think this is like right before SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
The Great American Bash is like their SummerSlam bash.
Yeah.
He's going to drop the title. Because I truly believe he's going to the main roster. And when he goes to the main roster, I want him to be a face. And I want him... Hold on. You're going to like this. Give me a second. I don't care if he joins a group. Okay? But I want him to go on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you want one better, and it might be better. But I think the three of them would have a great match either way.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he should go up against Breaker.
Ooh, yeah.
I could see that.
I could.
But I also wouldn't mind if he was a heel and went against Jacob.
Yeah, that'd be neat too.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if he's considered a face or a heel right now. Because in my opinion,
he's walking the line.
Yeah. And I think that's exactly what he needs to do. He needs to go. In my opinion, Oba Femi is.
Because if you're going to be the ruler, and I think they fully need to embrace that character,
absolutely,
on the main roster.
He is
like he goes in. Wait a minute. I know who his first match should be against, and even if it's not a title match, if he could he could lose the title for all I care. The ruler versus the general.
Oh, absolutely, but that's not going to happen. Not for a while, anyway. Mm-hmm. That's a big pay-per-view match. That's like.
But think about that.
Oh, absolutely.
You have the two people, and again, this might be me talking shit, which I do a lot, but I'm talking. Mm-hmm. I would rather have Oba Femi versus Gunther at SummerSlam. Or not SummerSlam, at Saturday Night Main Event, then Goldberg. I'm coming! Hold on, man, Gunther! I'm coming! I just hear me coming. My tape fell out down the road. I got you, hold on! I'm coming! I'm a spirit! Oh, can you get my walker?
That's a pretty good old... That reminds me of my old man impression I used to do all the time. But yes, I agree. I think, because he even said it. Because I remember we read a post of his one time where he said, you know, if me and Gunther got in the ring together, it would be poetry, not just mindless chops like everyone thinks. I think that would be a phenomenal match. But it's not going to happen for a long time.
Here's my thing, though, and going back to what Gunther said, and my God, so bad. Because Goldberg's like, I can destroy you in 3 minutes. He's like, I could destroy you. And Gunther's like, I could destroy you in 3 minutes. But I'm going to take my time. I'm going to beat you. I'm going to show them how weak you. I mean, the whole like spiel. I was like,
please,
yes, give me that. Show me that pathetic. I shouldn't say pathetic, but pathetic is the best word because, like I said, when Goldberg was in his prime in WCW days, when he was like almost 200-0. Fuck yes. Going against today's Gunther, a bar. This?
But, you know, the old... Hang on, Gunther. Alright. You're next. Hang on. Hey, give me... Oh, fuck.
Exactly.
Give me a minute. Hang on, I need to catch my breath. I'm gonna go get a prime. What the... Anyway.
Point being, I 100% think that Oba is going to wind up on the main roster sooner rather than later.
Absolutely, but it's going to be... He's not going against Gunther, unfortunately.
I understand that, but I would
love it. I would love it. But it's going to happen. It's going to happen eventually.
It's better than what we're going to get.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway,
but then again, I think Gunther going against Tafari over here would probably be better than the crap we're going to get.
I'd do it.
But you'd probably get beaten 3 minutes. But the point is, it'd be better than the shit we're going to get.
But anyway, we move on to the 4th match. Sol Ruka and Zarya versus Izzy, Dame, and Tatum Paxley with the Colleen at ringside. This was a shit show.
I knew it was going to be.
Because they don't want to hurt Tatum. Or at least Sol doesn't. I'm pretty sure Zarya goes in there and is like, fuck him.
Yeah, she don't care anymore.
She's like, if you want to fall for her bullshit.
But you know what? I disagree. I do think that we are about to see the cracks.
Between Sol and Zarya.
I don't want it, by no means. But I do see it. And there's been a few of them already, and they kind of still stay really tight. But get to the point. The match is very good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say it was the best, because I think Thea for the women kind of...
Well, like I said, it was a great match, but it was also the
shit show?
The bullshittery going on in the middle of the match.
But how did it actually take place? Because I know... because I know... Izzy pushes Tatum out of the way.
Yes.
When Zarya is getting ready to do a spear.
Probably.
I guess. I don't know if that's actually what they called it. But she runs through Sol.
Yeah.
I mean, obliterates her. And that's how they basically win the match, because Zarya is just like... I think she tried to keep going, but her brain had already shut down by that point.
Oh yeah, and you know they start doing their tag team stuff. She spears Ruka, and then Paxley sends Zarya tumbling to the floor, hits her with a wrecking ball drop kick. Dame hits her with a straight right hand, and then she connects with the Sky High to pick up the victory. So. Like you said, the cracks are there. Yeah, it's like when Scrat slams the acorn into the iceberg.
They always seem to manage to kind of go back to where they were.
Yeah, you know, put some plaster over it, seal it up.
Yeah, and I'm kind of curious because these little things do kind of keep happening.
Yeah, but once again, I'm in agreement. I don't want them to have these cracks, because I think Zarya is 100% deserving of being a champion in her own right. And at the same time, when was the last time Sol defended her title? And this isn't a problem I have with Sol. It's just a thing with WWE in general now. But I would love to see Sol Ruka obtain singles gold.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, the only way she's going to do that is...
Zarya?
Yeah, the only way that Zarya is going to do that is through Sol Ruka. Because the NXT Women's Champion is already off in her own whole wonderland, doing all her shit.
We're not going to get into that. But then, this, again... it's not that I love the outcome of it, I just love how this kind of all
Went
plays
down.
out with Ricky and
Ricky Saints and Ethan Page are talking in Ava's office. Ethan has the Vanity Project from Evolve. And Ricky's like, I want my rematch for the NXT North American Championship. Not to deal with the peanut gallery. Page wants Ricky to give respect to the Vanity Project. They're here to prevent Ricky taking another trip to the hospital. As far as this rematch goes, Ethan calls himself the greatest NXT North American champion of all time. Like everybody fucking does. And he'll be dictating all the terms going forward. Page says that he's a fighting champion and he's willing to give Ricky an opportunity. Ricky will get another shot at the North American Championship if he can get past the Vanity Project gauntlet. Ricky's like, you know what? I don't mind these games you're trying to play, because after I win the gauntlet match, I get to choose the stipulations for our championship match. And Ethan's like, whoa, calm your roll. And it's like, Ava's like, you know what? No, that's official. I like it.
I do like that. Because you're like, you know what? It's a good idea.
Also, is this going to become a new, thing? The Vanity Gauntlet? Because it was a thing with, Legacy. He failed. Now it's going to be a thing with Ricky Saints. I feel like this is going to become a reoccurring, not gag, but for the lack of a better term, a reoccurring gag.
Here's what I want, okay? I don't care about the Vanity Project. Ricky Saints, I think, needs to win. But here's my biggest problem, even with the Shawn Legacy, and I said this. They were all out there.
Yeah. But they didn't get involved.
But they were out there. And I think even still, and maybe it's just me, you're still, it's up here. And,
but at the same...
I say that, you always say, don't pay attention to them. But, here's the thing, when there's 5 people standing out in that ring, and you're the only one out there for you, whatever.
Yes, but at the same time, it would be the exact, if they were a backstage, for example.
Yeah, but if they come out, that's different.
Yes, but at the same time, I don't have a problem with it simply because they didn't get involved last time. Also, it's a gauntlet match. They don't need to get involved. You're already running the fucking gauntlet. So, I don't think they're going to get involved in the individual matches. Ethan might, because he's a little prick. But,
no.
I don't think the Vanity Project will get involved because they think it's a gauntlet match. They have to go through 3 or 4 of us. We're fine. Well, I don't think the champ is going to be involved in the gauntlet match.
Oh, yeah, because he was part or whatever.
Well, no, because, he wasn't involved in the... Well, I guess it was because
he said there was something. I don't even remember what they talked about. He said...
Oh, is he? I didn't know.
Yeah, he's totally ribbed or something, if I remember right.
Oh, well, I don't know.
He did something... Well, I don't know.
Yeah. And then we get a Chase U vignette.
And this is actually... I'm hoping that this is the path where Chase...
Yeah. Andre Chase
finally kind of figured it out.
Yeah, he says, tough love is a core teaching method at Chase U. But I wouldn't be able to reopen if it wasn't for Kale Dixon and Uriah Connors. They're the ones who dragged me out of the depths after Chase U closed the first time, who got me to reopen this place. He tells Kale Dixon that he got him a singles match for next week. Mr. Chase's methods may not be for everybody, but he's willing to change. Kale goes up, he gives Mr. Chase a hug. He says and Chase says it'll be in Kale's corner next week, but he has to listen to him and prove to the world that he's Chase U tough. Here's the thing. Who's his opponent? It's got, I'm willing to bet it is a big, mean son of a bitch. The music is... honestly, maybe. The music is gonna hit, and you're just gonna see the blood drain from his face. And he's gonna look at Mr. Chase like, what the fuck's this? What are you doing? Are you trying to get me killed? Because, like we said, they went up, they tried to get a tag team match, and they went against Dark State. And we saw how well that turned out. So, I'm willing to bet you this is going to have some kind of similar-ish problem. He's going to get his ass kicked.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
But then Kelly Kincaid is backstage with Joe Hendry and Mike Santana.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
Hendry says, I appreciate you, Mike, for helping me out last week. And Santana is like, you know what? I need to remind you, Hendry, we're going to be throwing hands in 2 weeks of TNA Slammiversary. But in the meantime, we're on the same page when it comes to defending TNA from guys like Trick Williams and the High Rise. Then Kelly informs both of them that they'll be facing the High Rise next week on TNA or NXT. Hendry knows that he and Santana are different people, but the mission remains to bring the TNA World Title back to TNA Wrestling. Santana says Hendry is a cornball, but he represents TNA to the max. Santana wants to make something perfectly clear to Hendry. I'm going to be the one to bring the TNA World Title back to where it belongs. Hendry's like, that job is fit for only one man, and you're looking at him. At the Great American Bash, there will be a contract signing for the Triple Threat TNA World Championship at TNA Slammiversary.
I believe that is coming up.
Maybe. What, the American Bash?
Yeah.
I would assume it's, like, right by SummerSlam.
When is the Great American Bash for TNA?
You mean NXT? Slammiversary is TNA, buddy.
Well, they're talking about both.
Yeah, okay, buckle up, Brown.
July 12th.
And when is SummerSlam?
When is Slammiversary?
Slammiversary will be on Sunday,
July 20th.
Mm-hmm. So, like, the following...
When is SummerSlam?
I would assume
2nd and 3rd.
of August? Interesting. Well, there we go. Ava informs Izzy Dane that she'll be facing Sol Ruca for the NXT Women's North American Championship at the Great American Bash, since he pinned her. Then Hank and Tank, my boys, that we haven't seen in like 3 fucking months ever since they won the goddamn titles. NXT, you're failing me here. Anyway. They show up.
Better than Raw and SmackDown.
Exactly.
They show up, and they're blaming the calling for the backstage attack last week. Who else would it be? And Tatum steps in between. She says, I know my friends wouldn't do something like that. And she tells Hank and Tank, if you guys are so big and bad, why don't you put those NXT tag team titles on the line next week? And they're like, yeah, bet. So Ava makes the match official, and you can just see the fucking...
Oh, no.
Ear to ear.
No, it's not near as bad as Bowers.
It's not, but you get the point.
It's not near as bad as Bowers.
The fucking grin on her face and Izzy, like she knew. And here's the thing, she knew exactly what she was doing.
Oh yeah,
like she was playing the culling tactics to a T. So I'm very interested to see what Tatum does from here on out.
I want to bring this up real quick, and before we get into this match, we're at 5.
Yeah.
In 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
We get that in 3 hours on Raw and SmackDown.
And they have to fill in the gaps with garbage. But, lots of buts. They are going back to 2 hours this week. Or is it this week?
Yes.
Yep.
Fucking God. Thank God.
For the New Day.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. No.
No, we're not thank God for the New Day.
But I'm hoping.
Hell no.
I'm hoping it's better.
Me too.
And I'm gonna, you know what? I might come to regret this, but I'm going to go out and say right now, it's going to be better. I can't slam the table because that's when shit fucks up. It's going to be better tonight because they're going back down to 2 hours. They don't have to fill in time with garbage. They can
Well,
give
that's
the
right. It's 7 to 9 tonight.
They can give the same amount of matches as we would normally get and just cut out all the unnecessary fucking garbage.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yes.
I want your honest answer.
Yeah.
Are you willing to hold your breath?
No. I'm willing to hope. I'm willing to hope.
Are you willing to hold your breath if that's going to
Yeah, I'm willing to hope. That's the best you're going to get out of me.
Because here's my thing. I think we're going to get more like 3 matches and still as much garbage.
Yeah.
I'm willing to hope. That's it.
Probably just going to have more commercials than anything.
But anyway, we get to the 5th match of the night. Yoshiki Inamura versus Jasper Troy for
and
the...
I was impressed.
I was too. By both.
But 100%.
Because for a large majority of this match, Jasper was dominating Yoshiki. Because he is everything he says he is. He is very similar to Obafemi. He is big. He is powerful. He is dominant.
Oh, no. That's not what he is. You gotta go to Booker.
He's a monster.
He's a monster.
But Yoshiki's a monster in his own right, too.
And I can say, I absolutely loved his sumo-y type style.
Like, I loved when, I think it was closer towards the end of the match, he was down on all fours.
Yeah, his like gorilla.
And it was beautiful. Jasper looked so fucking confused. He was like, what am I... Like, you saw him, like thinking about what he was gonna do, and he was just flabbergasted. Schmeckledorf, even.
But you know what I like?
What?
And I'm not even sure if that was this or what. What he had in the corner, he was doing kind of like the whole like ape thing.
Yeah, like gorilla, like.
That I just love that.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
I very much enjoy the sumo-y, like gorilla-esque.
Yeah,
it's fun. It's very in character.
And he is I love him hard. Do not get me wrong. I think he's great. I love his character. I love his style. Well, he kind of has a hairless gorilla type look to it. Like he just got like that barrel body.
Yeah. I yeah.
You know, he's big and he's powerful. And he kind of got like he's not like a body shape, but it's kind of like this like barrel type thing, which is fine because it fits with the whole like
the
like,
gorilla. Yeah, I think he's going for that on purpose, and it's working beautifully. But he picks up Inamura picks up the win with the delayed? No. The flying splash where he gets up on the top rope. I don't know how the fuck he does that. I mean, it's probably one of those things it looks
way cooler than it probably.
It looks harder to do than it probably actually is because you're just like you get up there and you're just and then you use the momentum to like spring yourself into the air and slam down. It looks great. Chef's kiss, but he wins with that. So now he is going to face Obafemi for the NXT North American title at the Great American Bash. But then, as he's getting out of the ring, going to head towards the back, Jasper Troy gets up and he's screaming, hollering, blah 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 blah. And then you see him in the background. Your boy's bouncy. He comes in. He hits Jasper with a springboard missile drop kick. Lays him on his ass. All right, I forgot. That's the main event, but it's not how we end.
But here's the thing. I think this is setting up to be a phenomenal match.
Oh, yes, absolutely. I agree.
Because I do not think Jasper Troy, and I've said this, I like him. I think he's great. I just don't think automatically throwing him in the title picture was a right choice. It looks great. It worked out great. I understand what they were doing with his direction.
Mm-hmm.
Like what you said. You go and you take on the biggest guy in the yard, and you'd be like, here I am. Let's go.
Yeah, he definitely made a name for himself.
So, but I do want to see him against Jasper Troy,
Mm-hmm.
because I've watched Jasper Troy through LFG.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying he's going to have a problem with Javon, but in LFG, I think he was dealing with more of a lot of big guys.
Yeah, a lot of big guys, there weren't really any high flyers.
I mean, you had like Chris Island and, what's his name now? All involved. I can't think of
Jamar Hampton?
Yeah.
Yes, Jamar Hampton. But he's not really a high flyer either.
No, but I'm saying that was about as close as we got.
Yeah. So I'm very interested to see. Because here's the thing. We obviously know that Jasper, it's not even, in terms of pure power, it's not even close. Jasper's going to destroy him. But if he lets Javon slip for even a moment.
And Javon, like I said, Javon is one of those you're throwing to the floor, and by the time you turn around, he's going to be in the ring behind you.
Exactly. Like that. Like in the Royal Rumble when he fucking jumped off, bounced off the bottom rope in 3 seconds. Bounces off the bottom rope, gets up, is behind you, grabs you, and suplex. I want to see him do that to Jasper. I so badly want to see.
Or what he did to was it Legacy?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Where he bounces off the bottom.
Battle Royal.
Yeah, bounces off the bottom rope, spins around, and suplexes him.
In 3 seconds.
Oh yeah, it's gorgeous.
It was 3.5 something seconds, and Legacy had thrown him. He had bounced, spun, and dropped him in 3.5 something seconds.
It was gorgeous. It was
and just
poetry.
Think about that. 3.5. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, and that's about what you got.
Yeah. It was gorgeous.
And it was, Legacy was going, ooh, birdies.
Yeah. But then we move on to the Jordan Gray segment. She comes down to the ring. She says, I wanted to come out here tonight and be completely honest. Getting to this point is the hardest thing I have ever had to do. But last week reminded me of something. It reminded me that I thrive under the pressure. Excuse me. And the bigger the battle, the bigger the win. So now I'm about to walk into Evolution, a historic premium live event, not just for WWE, but for women's wrestling. And this time, I'm not watching from the sidelines. I'm a part of it. I'm going to make history alongside the best women's wrestlers in the world. But for the sake of complete honesty, I have to be something that I'm honestly terrified of being, and that's vulnerable. Because I've been thinking a lot lately, asking myself, am I actually good enough to be here? Do I really belong in the WWE? And a lot of you know my journey. You know that I didn't grow up saying that I was born to be a WWE superstar. But I did everything I had to do in order to get here. I became someone that they couldn't ignore. So, at Evolution, I'm going to beat JC Jane and remind myself of exactly who I am. Because I may not have been born for this.
And then Fatal Influence walked down the road.
Yeah, they interrupt her.
And JC Jane is like, all right, Jordan, are you done with this incredibly pitiful sob story of yours yet? But I mean, congratulations on making it the absolute highest of your entire career. And I know, I'm fully aware that you can bench press more than me, and you can't carry. In fact, you will never carry this division the way I will. But by all means, continue flexing your muscles, and hoping that one day a championship will just magically fall into your arms. But I can promise you, it won't be my NXT Women's Championship. And it damn sure won't be at Evolution. Because what's to keep saying I'm the most beatable champion in history? But unfortunately for all of you and all of you idiots, I'm at the top of my game. Yeah. Y'all can keep crying about it, keep crying about the whole, while I keep winning. And while I'm on the subject, it reminds me, you and Blake Monroe, you seem to be cut from the same cloth. You think you can walk in here and everybody's gonna bow down to your feet. But lucky for you, Fatal Influence will always have to remind you exactly where you stand. Quick reality check, honey. At Evolution, I'm gonna prove.
All right, JC, why don't you just do everyone here a favor and shut up? You shocked the world when you won the NXT Women's Championship, but I'm not going to surprise anybody when I beat you. At Evolution, I'm going to become the NXT Women's Champion.
And then
of course,
Fatal Influence comes in the ring and starts trying to beat the hell out of Jordan.
And eventually
they overpower.
But here's the thing. I don't remember which one, because I can't be bothered to remember the names. But one of them doesn't get involved at all.
Jasmine Hicks.
Yeah. She doesn't get involved. She rolls out of the ring as soon as...
I still think there's something to this. Because they kind of keep slowly pushing her further and further away.
That's what I'm saying. She doesn't even try to fight Jordan. She rolls out of the ring, doesn't do a damn thing. They start beating up, Jordan Grace, brain fart. And then, oh, that's right. Monroe shows up. What's her first name? Blake Monroe rushes down to the ring. She helps, she helps Jordan get them out of the ring. And then Ava appears on the stage. She tells JC Jane to calm down and listen to what she has to say. At the Great American Bash, Fatal Influence will be battling Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe. And then they try to go back into the ring. But, once again... Name?
Blake Monroe?
No.
Jordan Grace?
No. The one that
Jasmine Nix?
Jasmine Nix doesn't get involved. It should have been a 3-on-1, but instead it was only a 2-on-1. And then, when it's all said and done, as JC Jane and the other lady roll out of the ring after getting their ass whooped, there she is, kneeling down, holding the title on her shoulder. So, I don't know if this is going to go anywhere, but I can 100% see Jordan's probably going to win the title. But if she doesn't, Actually, I'm going to say this. I think Fatal Influence is going to get involved, and it's going to seem like they're going to cost Jordan the match. But in reality, they're going to cost JC the match. At least the one that was holding the title. You said her name like 5 times. Tatum? No. I don't know. Jasmine Nix, that's it. I think Jasmine Nix is going to cost...
Because they've been slowly kind of pushing her to the back. And I don't know what the whole story is behind that yet.
I have no clue. But that is it for NXT. We're going to move on to TNA Impact. And we kick things off with knockout tag team action as Inspiration battles Tessa Blanchard and Victoria Crawford.
This, again, was...
good.
I'm not going to say it was good. And it was good. But I think what happened during the match...
Because Indy Hartwell joins the commentator's desk at commentary. And, I want to say, what should have been halfway through the match,
Tessa comes down.
Yeah, Tessa goes down, and she doesn't even really say anything, I don't think. She's just, glaring at,
Indy?
Yes.
Hartwell?
Indy. Shut up. Indy Hartwell. You know I'm terrible things. She's glaring at Indy Hartwell because they're having this beef of, Indy Hartwell used her to make her career in America, blah, 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 blah. And while she's down there, the Inspiration take advantage. They pick up the victory, and she doesn't care. So they start brawling outside.
And security is doing everything in their power to keep them away from each other.
But, they're brawling at ringside, and Hartwell, as she's being dragged away, says, "Me and you, one-on-one, Slammiversary." And I don't know if we ever get that officialized.
I'm pretty sure we will. If we get
Yeah.
Usually they don't. I shouldn't say don't allow them, but they.
Yeah.
But then we get Tasha Steele, Jason Hotch, and
well, before that, we find out the Inspiration is going to challenge the Elegance brand for the Knockout World Tag Team titles at Slammiversary. Also,
it did.
Oh yeah, there we go. We could have read like 3 lines down if I had found our answer. But then we get Tasha.
You know what? Here's the thing. Before we go any further, the Inspiration. I want them to win, but something tells me they're not.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Because the Elegance brand is a bunch of cheating little bastards.
Mm-hmm.
But I want Indy Hartwell to destroy Tesla because I freaking can't stand Tesla.
That's not going to happen.
Oh, no. You want to know why? Because Victoria Crawford is going to come down there and start her little crap.
But then we get Tasha Steele, Jason Hotch, and John Skyler walking on.
They're in the. Tasha Steele comes down the ring. She's followed by those two.
Yeah, she says, with all the chaos that's been going on in Order 4 lately, I called the one man that I knew Ali respected, someone who was a friend of his.
His best friend.
Yeah, we just want Order 4 to go back to the way it used to be. So please, both of you, come out here. And Cedric, they both come out to the ring. They're standing there, face to face, microphones in hand, and Cedric is like, "Look, Ali, I'm not here for hostility. I'm here for peace. I'm here to remind you of the man you used to be in 205." And Ali's,
you're better than
all this. And Ali's like, "You know what, Cedric, you took everything from me." When they talk about 205, they talk about Cedric and Ali, not Ali and Cedric. You took the Cruiserweight Championship from me. You took a WrestleMania moment from me. So, I want you to do something. If you really want to help, give me the one thing I've never gotten. Let me beat the one man I've never beat. Give me a match against you at Slammiversary. And, of course, Cedric's like, "I didn't come here for hostility. But I'd be more than happy to whoop your ass one more time." So, we get that match officialized for Slammiversary. Oh, wait, I forget. Ali tries to sneak attack Cedric.
Yup.
Cedric ducks, punches him out of the ring, and then his goon squad comes in. But the Great Hands back him up. They lay out the security guards. And they're standing tall as we close this segment out.
And Ali is walking up the ramp by himself with this evil look on his. I don't know how to put it, but I'm not saying he has a plan, but he's definitely not a happy camper.
Absolutely not.
His whole little world is crashing down on him. And
it already It already crashed down after he lost to Mike Santana. Now it's just digging itself a hole into fucking China. But anyway. Masha Slamovich. Oh, this was good. I didn't get to see a lot of this, but what I did get to see.
This match was brutal. And I'm not saying bloody.
But brutal.
Like, they were hanging each other over the ropes. They were trying to.
Yeah. Masha Slamovich versus Killer Kelly in a chain match. For the knockout,
a dog collar match or a strap match,
but with a chain. Yeah. So I mean, they are going at it. They are beating the hell out of each other, whipping each other with a chain, choking each other with the chains. I mean, and like I said, like they said, these two know each other like sisters. They were tag team champions. They were partners. Blah 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 blah. So they know each other's moves. They know how to counter each other. But Masha is simply built different.
I'm gonna say that. I agree. I would love to see. I think Masha is. She's definitely one that I think would do really good at the top.
Oh yeah,
which she is at the top. But what I'm saying is, Derry took their champion last time, and Masha wound up winning.
Oh.
And when I say took their champion, I mean WWE.
Yeah. But Slamovich managed to win the match by choking Killer Kelly out with a chain.
And I'm telling you, she had that chain. And it might not have been as tight as it looked, but it looked tight.
Yeah, like
yeah. I mean, it looked tight, and I mean, she tapped pretty quick to it, because like I said, I mean, Masha had a chain, and she was like this, pulling all the way back with everything she had, you know, and Killer Kelly is like,
yeah, but we can't have anything nice.
Exactly.
Because after the match, Slamovich gets jumped by Fatal Influence, led by the NXT Women's North American Champion, JC Jane. But before they can do too much damage, Li Yang Lee and Zaya Brookside come down. They chase them off. And as she's coming after, as JC is like walking up the ramp, she's like, yeah, I'm here to take over this division as well. I'm going to carry it on my back. I'm going to take that title. And then later on in the night, we get a title versus title match. Is it at Slammiversary, I think? At Slammiversary.
Winner take all. From the way I understood it.
Yeah. JC Jane versus Masha Slamovich for the NXT Women's and TNA Knockouts title.
And here's what I'm telling you. This, it might not happen. God.
Exactly.
I want Masha to win it.
Oh, yeah.
Could you imagine her? I don't care if she loses her first match. I just want you to visualize this. Taking that NXT title and going against Grace, which she'd already beat Grace for the title.
Well, you gotta figure.
But what if she won the NXT title? Grace won the NXT title from Masha, who she technically lost the TNA title to.
Well, you have to figure. Actually, no. Actually, you know what? I already know how this is gonna go. I'm calling it right now. Jordynne Grace wins because Great American Bash is before Slammiversary. Jordynne Grace wins the title.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. Because here's the thing. They've already said it's a title versus title match. I guess they can change it, technically. But they already said it was JC Jane at Slammiversary. So I guess technically they can change it.
Well, they have changed it to where it wasn't a title match before when they did the whole
Lexus King thing.
Yeah.
But, point being, hopefully, it remains a title versus title match. Not because JC Jane retains, but Jordynne Grace beats JC Jane, becomes the NXT Women's Champion. Then, she goes on to face Masha Slamovich at Slammiversary. Masha beats her, becomes not only a first ever double champion, but the first ever superstar outside of WWE to win a WWE belt, and then Jordynne Grace goes up to the... Who else?
Rick's already done it.
Who?
Rick.
Yep.
No, I'm saying the first ever superstar outside of WWE to win a WWE title.
Okay. You're talking, I was saying the other way. Okay.
Yeah. And then Jordynne Grace goes up to the main roster. That's how I do it. Anyway, but that's just me.
So Masha's always the one she has an issue with.
More so because I know they're already trying to take Jordan Grace up to the top, and if anyone was going to be the first one to take a WWE title who's not in WWE, I think it would be Tasha. Or not, Masha, yes. I don't know. Tasha Steele and the same similar name. Shut up. Anyway. The Hardys come out last week, or no. After coming up short against the Hardys last week, Judas Icarus and Travis Williams are willing to do.
You were told us about that.
Yeah. Because Eric Young is backstage. He's talking to Judas Icarus and Travis Williams, and he's like, "You're all weak, pathetic. What happened to the two men that had unlimited potential?" And I don't know which one it was. But throughout the entire conversation, he was just standing there like he never closed his mouth. That's what was so strange. He was just like, and then at the very end, he's like, "I'm willing to do whatever it takes." The other guy doesn't even speak, as far as I remember. But he's just there like, "I'm willing to do whatever it takes." It was just very, very strange to me. But anyway. We get the TNA injury report, which I love. Mike Santana is vowing to bring the TNA World Championship back home. And then Matt Cardona fights back against the system. It goes on one-on-one with Eddie Edwards. And this was interesting. Because, the match is going and going and going. And Alicia slides the system ring into Eddie. He picks it up, but Brian Myers comes up on the ring apron, and he's talking to him like, "Don't do this. You don't need to use this ring on him."
Well, you have to understand that in WWE,
they were good friends, yes.
They were a tag team.
Yeah.
And that's what they're getting at.
Yeah, I get that. But I'm saying, he gets up there, he's like, you don't need to do this.
They're supposed to be, like, best friends at one point. They're probably still, like, really, really good friends.
Yeah. But Cardona is able to use this opportunity to get a roll-up pinfall on Eddie Edwards, and then he immediately rolls out of the ring because he knows, like, I don't want none of the smoke. So Eddie is pissed. So I'm interested to see where this goes moving forward. After the match, oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Dark State shows up because the music.
You were, and this is what I was saying.
Because the music hits, the lights go out.
You're like, no.
And then the four lights come on. You see them standing out in the crowd. They rush down. They attack Matt Cardona in a brutal 4-on-1. Hit him with the assisted pop-up powerbomb.
Yeah.
And they lay his ass out.
All right. I will be right back. Talking about something.
And then we go backstage to where the hometown man has been attacked and unmasked by the system.
But he does have a towel over his head, so he's not taking.
Yes. But Sami Callihan comes rushing down. He drives off the system to help the man out. So they're still trying to keep this identity a secret. It's kind of funny. We all know who it is, but then we find out that at Slammiversary, the reigning TNA Knockouts World Championship champion Masha Slamovich will battle JC Jane or Jordan Grace. So it is either or. So she will face JC Jane or Jordan Grace for both titles in a historic winner-takes-all title versus title match. Like I said, I'm calling it right now. Jordan Grace wins the NXT Championship, then loses it to Masha Slamovich, goes up to the main roster. End of list. Then Leon Slater, we have an interview, but more of like a vignette, a video of him talking about how he came up into wrestling. He trained since he was like 9 years old. He threw away a lot of his teen careers, whatnot, and how he's preparing to challenge Moose for the X Division Championship at Slammiversary to become the youngest ever X Division champion. And all I gotta say is, I hope he does.
Yep.
Because Leon Slater is a phenomenal wrestler.
Yes, he is.
And it would be a great match? Leon Slater versus Javon Evans.
Yeah, that would be.
Two bouncy ass boys.
Mm-hmm.
But then TNA International Champion Steve Maclin joins commentary as Jake something battles Mance Warner. And Stephanie DeLander is doing her normal bullshit, grabbing Jake from outside, allowing Warner to take control. And he goes for a knee strike. Jake catches him with a forearm. And at ringside, Jake is targeting Warner, and he inadvertently hits Maclin upside the head. And Maclin, understandably retaliates against both men, like just beating both their asses, which causes disqualification. So I'm assuming this is going to turn into a triple threat match. Maybe at Slammiversary, maybe on TNA next week. I'm not entirely sure. But we'll definitely see how it goes. Then, I don't know.
You guys talk about DeLander.
Yes. Maclin, Maclin is putting his title online against both men. But it is either or for the
It's
Masha
not both?
No, I'm talking about Masha Slamovich. It says Jordan or JC Jane or Jordan Grace. So, I'm calling it. Jordan Grace wins, then loses to Masha, goes up to the main roster. Masha becomes the first ever double champ.
That sounds great. But you know what I kind of want to see?
What?
I would love to see the exact opposite of that. And here's why. I would love to see Jordan, like I said before, I want Jordan to get her shot. I want Jordan to have been able to beat Masha. And here's the thing. Maybe this is just me being extra. But even if until SummerSlam, let's just say a week before SummerSlam, whatever, she holds it for a week, 2 weeks, whatever. Does a match on TNA, even if it's against Masha again. She loses the TNA title. But let her be the first, and then she loses.
I'm going to 1,000,000% disagree.
Here's why. Because I think Jordan needs to have beaten Masha because she lost against the title for Masha. That is why she left. Not why she left. She knew she was going to WWE. But that is when she left. She dropped the title.
I'm going to disagree for the simple fact that up until this point, nobody has taken a WWE title from WWE. I think Masha needs to be the first to do it. If anyone's going to be the first superstar to take a WWE title away from WWE, it should be Masha Slamovich. Because otherwise, it just makes it seem like, WWE is just better, nobody can touch us, we're going to go and take all the titles.
But see, that's not the story I would go. And the reason I say that is because it gives Jordan a chance to almost a rematch for the title she didn't get to get.
I don't think Jordan Grace needs to have both titles. I think she has enough backing, enough power, enough all of that. I think Masha needs it. Not that she needs to be boosted necessarily, but I think she would benefit more from it than Jordan would. I think that would help TNA more than it would help NXT.
Mm-hmm.
That's
you
just my
agreeing with him? Well, you both can be wrong.
No, it's okay to have wrong opinions.
No, I agree.
Yeah, and
For
yours
both
as
of
well.
you.
Yeah, no, I'm serious. Anyway,
Where are we
Trey Miguel is unable to compete due to a hernia injury, so Zachary Wentz taking his place against Nick Nemeth
And
tonight.
you know what? This was actually, for what it was good.
Man.
Yeah.
For what it was good.
Mhm.
Like, I didn't think there was any interference.
No, there wasn't.
Well, not interference directly, but
Yeah.
Ryan gets taken out by Wentz at ringside, allowing Nick to capitalize with the danger zone to win.
But still, he didn't like doing. And again, that is on Wentz.
Yeah.
You said that multiple times, and I understand that it's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Don't pay attention to outside the ring.
Nope.
But you know what? If they tell you, Safari, see that guy? Once you're staring down back to the opponent, you know what you're gonna do?
I'm gonna be like, that's fucking stupid, but I guess I'll do it. Then, oh god, this was fucking, ugh.
I'm glad that they don't have this all worded out.
Really? Because we always have to read John Cena's bullshit, and you seem perfectly fine with that.
Oh, we've skipped it quite a few times. We did I didn't allow you to skip the Punk one because it was freaking epic.
It was still a waste of time.
No, I disagree.
It was a complete waste of time.
The Punk one was Punkonomics was absolutely.
It was a complete waste of time. It took like
Punkonomics.
it was like
beautiful.
it was like 15 minutes of filler.
I paid for him to do that.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a genuine. Did it change anything?
Yes.
No. Changed fucking nothing.
No, it changed everything.
It changed nothing.
Everything.
Changed nothing.
You're wrong.
Changed no. It's okay to have wrong opinions.
No, that one you're wrong.
No.
Because here's why I say you're wrong. Here's 100% why I say you're wrong. Because he maybe it shouldn't have been Punk here. But I think that even up here, and we kind of brought it up, I think it's starting to get to John Cena.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was another flip. And I think by the end of this, it might be the last month. It might be the last week. We're going to get one more round of Thugonomics.
Yep. I see it.
Because I think that was probably one of them. That was not where he got his start, but when he broke big.
Yeah.
Was his Thugonomics gimmick. Because he came out there originally as forget what they were calling him. It was John Cena, but they had like a moniker for him, and I can't remember exactly what it was. Wasn't the Narcissist, because that was Lex. Was something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It was something like along those lines. And what started really the path that John Cena wound up taking was that first like big match he had was with Kurt Angle, which I think you've seen the videos of. You know, he came out there, he challenged Kurt Angle. He's like, "This is ruthless aggression," and that's kind of what took John Cena from not jobber, but
jobber to some
superstar.
Yeah.
It was like that moment is what flipped the script. And then that is where he kind of came out with the word life, basic thugonomics, came out with the chain, which I still would love to show you, just like some of the. Okay, I thought that was him for a second, like doing something. There's just a
fireworks.
The banging, I guess, is it fireworks? Probably.
I don't know.
But anyway,
it is the 4th of July, so.
Oh yeah, yay! I'm not opposed to 4th of July, by no stretch. Don't take it that way. What I am opposed to
is fireworks at 2 a.m.
Is that and the fact that you have these random people like literally at like midnight,
butt crack of dawn.
Yeah, like at midnight last night, whatever. People were shooting off fireworks type shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like seriously,
like I'm trying to go to bed.
Yeah. It's like
exactly.
Like the same thing with January 1st. New Year's, you got people shooting fireworks and all that crap at midnight. It's like, granted, 99.9% of, or I'm not even saying 9, probably like 25% of us are up, but there's that 50 to 75% that probably are like,
go to bed with
I'm
chicken.
going to bed because I still need to not necessarily get up to go to work, but still have
things. Yeah. But anyway, we go on to the debut of King's speech with Frankie Kazarian as he welcomes his guests, the competitors in the TNA World Championship match at Slammiversary.
Again, I know you said, we don't have to cover this.
No, this is...
No. Hold on, let me see. We don't have a big thing because I couldn't find the one I really, really like.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that this is kind of a little condensed version of it because basically they did, unfortunately, they did the WWE thing and it was a stroke fest.
Basically, yeah. I mean, Frankie Kazarian is basically just wanking off Trick the whole time, saying, if I'm not the one holding the TNA World Championship, there's only... Yeah. And then, Joe Hendry and Mike Santana go back and forth, saying, like, I like you, but I'm going to be the one taking the TNA World Championship home because I'm cool and awesome.
Trick is like, ain't nobody stopping
Trick and A.
Trick Williams because I am the champion of Trick and A, and it's like, but it's
he's going to get.
And then he attacks him from behind.
Yeah.
And then Kazarian jumps in, they start, and they just beat him up, basically. So they're standing. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why are you actively standing with the guy who is not from this company taking the... I don't get that.
How many people are on his side right now?
Well, to be fair, Wesley is from NXT, so that makes sense. But AJ First Class, Frank Kazarian, why? To be fair, they have 0 brain cells to begin with, so I don't know why I'm questioning it. But anyway, we're gonna move on over to What?
We do have the matches for next week.
Oh, that's right. We have Steve Maclin versus Jake Something versus Mance Warner for the TNA International Championship.
So the Mance Warner thing, can we do one favor?
What?
Let's ask for one.
What?
Can we ban that stupid bimbo from ringside?
No.
Please, God.
No.
I cannot stand her. I don't know if it... I say Mance Warner and her... Because I really think Mance Warner could be great. Okay, I am all for public displays of affection. That has I give zero fucks. You want to kiss? You want to in public? I don't care. Okay, I don't want to see it, but I'm not gonna. It's on you.
Yeah.
Okay, but that whole whatever it is that they do.
They could do behind.
It's like, to me, and you can say whatever you want. It, to me, is like nails on a chalkboard. And it's because, okay, it is just, I know I've said this 1,000 times. It is just so overdone. Did it look so ridiculous? Like her lipstick, I think they use wet paint because if there's a lipstick that she uses, first off, I want to know what it is. So any girl that I ever have, I know not to get that for her. And if she's like, "Oh, this is my favorite lipstick," no, you can stay over there. You're not kissing me with that crap on your lip because it looks great, and it'd be great for like a movie, a cartoon type thing because it's that perfect little lip mark.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that takes way more talent than I could ever even dream of taking. But the point is, it is just so over gross.
You know what? I'm glad you feel that way. Because now, when I become a wrestler, I'm going to do that. Just for this. I don't even care if I have a girlfriend or not. I'm going to get some random hobo off the streets. Just to fuck with you. Because it'd be hilarious.
And that's when Dad jumps over the rope and is like, "Bitch, get away from my son!" No, I would never hit a woman. Do not hate, but I'm being funny. You know that.
But we also have the Elegance brand versus Harley Hudson and Mila Grace. The NXT Women's Champion JC Jane and Fallon Henley versus the Knockout World Champion Masha Slamovich and Li Yang Lee.
I'm gonna call this Fallon and JC win.
Mm-hmm.
And it has nothing to do with anything involved in the match. It's Killer Kelly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I see that.
Killer Kelly is going to come down and beat the living shit, or I figuratively, out of Masha.
Yeah, probably. I see that, honestly.
Yeah, I do too.
But then we have the final match we have on the card so far is the Rascals and the Hardys versus the TNA World Tag Team Champions, the Nemeths and First Class.
Why do we need an 8-man tag match?
Why is First Class still there? What are they? Just get them off my screen.
Exactly.
But now, well, I guess I'm already on Discord.
Oh, were you on Discord the whole time?
I was not. I did not press the button. But now we are on Discord. This is from... I don't actually know.
Oh, it's just another one of the points that I always try to make.
But they say Nikita Lyons is my best friend. Tatum Paxley is a beautiful human, and of course, my girl Lash Legend. Mara Say or Jakara Jackson on who she is closest to in WWE.
Yeah, this is just the thing that these girls are these guys, girls, people in wrestling.
Yeah,
you could. It's one of those. Okay,
they're actors.
You know what? Let's go out here and put on a hell of a show and beat the shit out of each other. And
then go grab a drink.
They go out there and beat the shit out of each other. And then they're like, "Good match, buddy. Let's go to the bar."
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it's that simple. And I say that all the time. But it's true. Like, Tafari here. We went, which is something I kind of want to get to. We took him to the wrestling school in St. Louis.
Yes, Dynamo Pro Wrestling.
And he talked to a guy there. What was his name? Oh, crap. What's his name?
Why are you asking me? I don't remember names. You know this.
Trey? No. It started with a Q.
We're going to go with Trey from that. If you ever see this, I apologize. I'm terrible with names. I will remember it in a month when I start going there. Probably, hopefully, maybe.
He met him, and, say Tafari within that month period, or he's there a month, this guy is, up and coming, whatever, and they're like, "Okay, you guys need to get in a match. Tafari, you're the heel, whatever. blah, 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 this guy's the face. They can sit there and tear it up.
And then,
But then after it be like, hey, let's go to the bar.
Yeah.
And you're not quite old enough, but point me.
Yeah, like, shit, that, we did great. Let's go to fucking Steak and Shake, grab a drink. I don't know.
Yeah.
But,
and
anyway.
that's how wrestling is.
Yeah.
He even said, you got some of these people in there who think that this is way different than what it really is. And
it's a show.
He even said that there are some people that come in like, I want to learn how to fight. That's not what this is.
No, if you want to go that, go up to 5 Elements Fitness, go to boxing.
You know, this isn't. This is learning how to. And like he said, what he tell you, the first time you take a fall, you're gonna hurt.
Yeah,
and that's the point. They are 110 million% athletes.
Oh yes.
Don't ever think that these guys are not athletes.
No, everything they do.
And I'm gonna tell you what, and this might be way out on a limb, but I think some of these guys, not all of them, but some of these guys are probably better athletes than some of the other ones who maybe do some of the physical stuff, like football players.
Oh, yeah.
And the reason I say that isn't because it's more physical, less physical. It's because the wear and tear on your body, and then having to learn to not take a punch, but not take a punch.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. You understand what I'm saying.
To get hit and
make it look.
Make it look good.
Make it look like you just got your ass rocked.
Yeah.
When really you're like, that was good as shit.
Yeah.
You go back, you're backstage and you're like, damn, dude, you look like you punched the shit out of me with that. But man, you see my instant jump to fall. I mean, I look like I took that with every bit.
Oh yeah. It's just as much acting as it is physicality.
Yeah.
But moving forward, Matt Hardy, and I agree with this. Matt Hardy says it'll maybe be time for he and Jeff to call it a career if they fail to recapture the TNA World Tag Team Championships this anniversary. And I give them all the props in the world for that. Because, like we said before the show, they have had a miraculous career already. They're 50 plus right now? Alexa, how old is Jeff Hardy? 47. So even still, they might have a few more good years than them. But even point being, they might have a good.
How old is Matt Hardy?
Matt Hardy is 50 years old.
50. Okay.
So yeah, at most they'd have like 5 more years, and if they really pushed it.
Yeah, again, 50 is a good age.
Yeah,
not 58.
Yeah,
and that's when you haven't been wrestling for 10 years, whatever the hell.
Exactly.
These guys have, and that's why I said, these guys have done it.
Yeah, they've been in the ring
the
whole time.
For the whole entire career. They haven't gone and sat on the sidelines for 10 years and then decided to get in with the biggest motherfucker in the ring.
Yeah. Exactly.
But I'm not going to mention no name, Goldberg, but
I would love to see them recapture the gold. But if they don't, and they decide to call it a career.
And here's the thing. I 100% think this is... I'm not saying they're saying that that's what's going to happen by no stretch. But I'm saying that I think that is really their decision. I mean, when they walk up to the men, like, you know what?
I think we've had a good enough career.
Yeah. I want us to lose the title. Or if they're like, hey, guys, you in for one more run? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do one more.
We'll go one more run, and then we're going to call it quits.
But I think this is really their choice.
Yeah, absolutely.
When it comes to the backstage stuff, they can sit there and say that, yeah, we're done after this match 1,000 times. It's still 100% their choice. And I'm not saying, even if they win or lose, I think it's their choice.
Absolutely.
Because I'm pretty sure the higher-ups in TNA have already sat down or are sitting down, like, hey, how do you guys feel?
Yeah.
What's going on up here? Do
you guys want to keep going? Do you want to go for one more run, or are we calling it quits here? And like I said, if they fail, if they don't get the titles back, and they call it a career there, no one's gonna be mad at them. They have done everything under the sun. So
they've been everywhere. They've done everything. They're out.
They are future Hall of Famers, both in WWE and TNA.
And what do they always say? First ballot.
Yeah.
First ballot Hall of Fame. Like, you're going to put them on that ballot once, and people are going to sign it.
Oh, yeah.
What was
that was just them talking about Mike Santana being
Oh, yeah, because that had been posted
at NXT, and then we found out.
Yeah.
But apparently Santina Marella is going to be teaming with NXT's Lola Vice against Mr. Iguana and La Hedra. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but there you go.
I'm 99% sure.
I probably didn't.
It's nothing against you.
I don't know how to speak Spanish. But La Hedra.
I did like the little tagline at the bottom. The iguana versus the cobra.
I didn't even think about that. That's going to be great.
Because he's got the little iguana puppet, and then Santino has a little sock cobra.
But they will be at Triple H's Verona de... I'm not even going to try to pronounce that because I know I will butcher it.
You know what I think would be funny? And I totally see it. It might not be worth piss, but, like the iguana falls, or he's throwing the iguana around.
And the cobra's like... And he's like dragging him around.
And the cobra... Santino pulls the cobra out and throws it over the iguana, and the ref drops one, and then one of them like Mr. Iguana slides the iguana out from under it.
That'd be great.
It'd be just goofy fun.
Just fun for the sake of having fun. I kind of like that.
Yeah, I see it.
But we have this triple threat at Slammiversary. As long as he's going to win it. He's going to retain, but I hope not.
Oh, God, I hope.
And this is just, oh God, not the void, no. I saved it.
I was gonna say, I'm looking on here.
But,
you're not on screen.
I'm not?
Hold on, wait.
Dude, I thought I pulled up Discord. Motherfucker.
I don't know if you had it before. I think you did.
Okay, now check.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. My bad. You guys didn't see any of that. Anyway, this is just a cute video of Jordan Grace
trying to save a bird from
like 16 dogs. Yeah. I didn't realize she had that many dogs.
Because they are off.
Yeah.
Like, they're not technically... Tonight was filmed. After Raw.
Yeah.
Because they wanted all of them to be able to go home. I love it. But no! Come here! I know they're listening to it, but it's just the point. She's pushing them away, getting ready to hit them. It's great.
Yeah.
And they're like, but what, Mom? I want to play with it.
And probably eat it, But it does end up getting healed. They take it out. They send it back out with its mama. So... That is just a fun little video of, just wanted to share it. Nothing much more. And then the final thing we have is Jeff Hardy is 3 years sober.
And like I was telling him.
So I just want to give a great round of applause.
But here's the thing, and I was telling you.
Way to go.
And again, this is something that has been reoccurring for him.
Yeah.
Yep.
He has been kicked out of so many arenas, so many matches.
Everything. Because
of being drunk.
Yeah.
And to be 3 years sober, and for somebody... And also, you gotta remember...
More power to you.
You gotta remember, too, that is why he was banned from
Canada,
because he has a DUI in Canada.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and they can ban you for life, up to 10 years to life.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they don't even disclose how long. I mean, I guess it's kind of a see what's going on type thing, but I don't know how that works with him being in the United States, and I don't know. But anyway, I would love to see him be able to go back to Canada and wrestle one more time, but...
that could be like a final, he was in what, 2023, so 2020 or 2033, so he'd be like, no. Maybe just show up as what's the like a new tag team up and coming and be like going in there as their coaches, trainers type thing.
Or even just a one-off helping somebody come out there. We don't need a Goldberg match.
God, no, please. Please, no.
Jeff Hardy. And here's the thing. I just want you to visualize this for a minute, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And when I tell you it's going to be hell no. You see Jeff Hardy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine gray hair.
Yeah.
I don't think he looked near as cool.
No.
Like, I don't get me wrong. I think Jeff Hardy is one of the coolest looking motherfuckers around. I would love to be even look half as cool as Jeff. Okay? Maybe not have lived his life, but look half as cool as Jeff. And look, he's actually got the beard the right way. He's got the little line thing. He's had the little line thing before. That's how it's supposed to look.
Yeah, not the Etch-a-Sketch.
Not the Etch-a-Sketch. But anyway, just imagine that with gray hair.
Yeah, I don't think it'd look nearly as good. Or once again, 10 years down the road, he's not going to be fit for any kind of competition.
Exactly.
And consider in this too.
Oh wait. Oh, I forget we're like 10 seconds delayed. I just want to make sure you get.
Well, now you're not.
I'm great.
Look.
I'm fine. See?
Oh, okay.
I know what I'm doing, kind of, a little bit.
You're still right at the edge.
It's fine. We're about to end it anyway. So, this is the end for us. Yes, we're actually going to explode spontaneously as soon as I turn off the stream. But if you've made it this far ahead, if you made it this far in the stream, go ahead and give us a follow so you can get notified whenever we go live. If you are watching this on YouTube, like, comment, share, subscribe. If you want to chat with us, join us on Discord. If you want to support us...
I thought you were great.
Shut up. If you want to support us, press that red donate button in the About Me section. But that is about it for us. I am Telfari.
I'm CK.
I'm Knight Rider, and happy 4th of July.
See ya.
Time.